Alright YouTube, so doing a little bit more pool talk here. This is not really a review, I wouldn't say, it's more a discussion because I've only used this one model, so I don't really have anything to give a true review or base pros and cons on for the most part because I hadn't tried it all. What do I use to keep my pool clean? I have an old-fashioned net. I rarely ever have to use it. I use what's considered a robotic pool cleaner. The one that I use is the Maytronics Dolphin brand. I use the Triton, and I will put a link in the description. They sell them on Amazon if you're interested. It does a phenomenal job, but there's some pros and cons that I've found to it. One is, for a good one, they're fairly expensive. You're going to pay probably close to $1,000 for a good one. Is it worth it? I would say 100% so. What's your time worth? I've known people that tell me, every weekend, what are you doing? Well, I gotta spend part of my day cleaning the pool. I have to scrub the walls down, scrub the bottom, the dirt off the bottom, get the net out, scoop out everything. I never have to do that. The robotic pool cleaner, I drop it in, let it go. It takes care of everything for me. So to me, it's absolutely worth the money that you put into it. I'm gonna turn around in a second and show you a demonstration of how it works, and then I'll show you how to empty it out, which doesn't have to be done that often, I guess, unless you've got a lot of stuff in your pool. Sitting beside me here is just the stand for it. I'll kind of go over a little bit with that as well, but it does great. It doesn't exactly work how I thought it would. So when you go to the website, it says it's a smart robotic pool cleaner. It supposedly like graphs out the pool and makes, it goes around and cleans every inch of it, all that type of stuff. It works just like a Roomba vacuum. It moves, it randomly changes directions, and it bumps into things and changes directions from that. It has cycles that it runs, so when I turn it on, it'll run for 3 hours. If my pool's really dirty, I've learned that for it to clean the entire pool, if I run it for 2 cycles, then I feel like the pool gets really cleaned. So that's what I just normally do. I usually come down once or twice a week, and I'll run it just to get the pool really clean. It doesn't really take more than that. I mean, if you run it once a week, I think it kind of keeps it maintained enough so that I don't have to do anything else with it. Every 2 weeks I come down and pull it out and empty the collection basket on it. So I think as long as if your pool's really dirty and your first time use, you'll probably have to empty it out more often. But as far as just doing it, running it every week, it can go a few times in between because my pool doesn't get that dirty in between. Other than that, it does its job. I've got another friend that owns a similar model. I think he's really happy with his as well. I really think that it's worth the money if you don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning an in-ground pool. Like I said, I've talked to a lot of people that they say they spend a lot of time doing it, and I don't do anything with my pool other than the beginning of spring. I add salt to it and check the chemistry levels of it a couple times. That's it. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'll show you how this thing runs in the pool. I'll show you the controls for it. The stand you do have to purchase separately. I would say if you're making the $1,000 investment or whatever it is priced right now, you might as well go ahead and pick up the stand that goes with it. I think it was extra, maybe $150, $160, something like that. It's not overly heavy duty. It's plastic. but it works and serves its purpose. And I mean, I like it. It has wheels, so you can roll it around and move it where you need and store things like that. So I mean, I definitely think that's worth it as well. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and thanks for watching. Okay guys, I'll quickly show you my robotic pool cleaner. This is the Maytronics Dolphin. So if you don't buy the stand, you'll still have this control box, and then the blue cable goes directly to the, I guess you'd call it robot or the pool cleaner itself. This is the stand that was purchased separately. It has wheels, and you know, you just tip it back and roll it and go around, and so the pool cleaner rests on that. Then the top side of it you just use for storage. You wrap the cord up. Not a whole lot to it, pretty simplistic. Then when you turn it on, that's basically it. You hit the power, and when the green light comes on, this means that it's doing a full cycle, which is 3 hours. If you hit the button, that means it does a half cycle, which is 1.5 hours. The functions here are so you can set a schedule if you wanted to. I've never done that. I just come down here and push the on button, you know, once or twice a week. And that's it on that end. I'll let you take a look of it. Take a look at it running here. And there it is, running under the pool, or in the pool. It's like I said, it doesn't really have a track or pattern that it follows. It just goes and bumps into things and turns around, and you know, like I say, if you run it for 2 different cycles, I think it eventually covers the whole pool. Okay, and just so you can take a look at it out of the water, it's kind of a pump, and it has water jets on the top and sides. It actually climbs up the walls, and those scrubbers spin and cleans the walls. And as far as cleaning it out, it just pops open. You can see what all is picked up down in there. Just pop the basket out, and it's just got a screen, and I just simply rinse it out and pop it back in.